And we are live. Welcome to another Super Galactic Saturday. This is Jerry Sr. with Jerry Jr.
Good morning.
And we're here on another beautiful Saturday morning. The weather's nice. It's a little chilly, but it's definitely feeling like spring. And we're supposed to get some rain soon. We'll see how that goes. But
It's raining all
so
week.
far, it feels nice. What's that?
It's raining all week.
It hasn't rained all week. It only rained a couple of days, and that was at night. Like at
That's
night,
not
it
bad.
was pouring. Yeah. But it didn't rain all week. It was actually a nice week. Like during the day, the weather was pretty
Yeah,
mild. And just like today, I mean, it's pretty nice out. Um, but it's a little chilly. But that's it. But yeah, we're supposed to get rain, like I think tonight or tomorrow. So we'll see. But we're thankful always. Any day above ground is a good day. So today is a good day. And shout out to everyone who's dealing with really bad weather. Many of you are on the other side of the country. So still praying for you. Hope everything's working out for you and yours. So hang in there. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. Firstly, though, I wanted to.
especially with video games. Oh boy.
What's that?
I said especially with video games. Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah. But I wanted to shout out to Leslie Nielsen. Um, Someone posted about him that he would have been 100 this week. His birthday was on February 11th, and I thought that's pretty cool because he's one of my favorite characters of all time, Frank Drebin, and Naked Gun movies and everything. And of course, we just got a remake of the Naked Gun, which was pretty good actually. I have to admit, I enjoyed it. Definitely had the classic Frank Drebin feel. Neeson, I think, knocked it out the park. He was great. He did a great job, and which it's easy to forget some of these actors because they always trend younger in some of their roles. They tend to look younger, but he's like 70 something, 76 or 73. So he's up there.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
No, yeah, Liam. I'm sorry, yeah, Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, yeah, because uh, I guess he was in an interview, and someone asked him about
When's Taken 4?
doing,
It's
yeah,
like
doing more Taken
sure
movies,
someone has
which
taken my
are
back. You know.
decidedly, you know, um, action oriented movies, and it's like, his reaction in a nutshell was like, "I'm 73." You
Yeah.
know,
Someone has taken my. Someone take my back pain, and I'll get taken from you.
yeah. So and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty based. I mean, I give him props for acknowledging, like, hey guys, look, I'm up in age here. There's only so much I can do. But hopefully he'll do more Naked Gun because that doesn't require a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
action
He just has to
necessarily.
be
It's a
funny.
lot of visual gags. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the last movie was good. Um, there was a little bit of like action, I guess, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but
He can even make that a. They
taking
can even
action is not the same thing as what's it called?
Naked Gun.
Naked gun action.
Yeah, and they can even turn that into a gag in the movie, right? Where he doesn't do his own. Like I remember, what was it? What movie was it? Man, I've seen it in a couple of movies, but where
Well, I
you can
think of
clearly see it's a stunt guy, right?
well,
Like he has a
I think
mustache,
of
right, or
what's it
something.
called? Was it I'm gonna get you, sucker? I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. I was thinking that too. Yeah, the scene in the diner or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's like
grandma.
that's clearly not her, right?
Or one of my favorite commercials is Michael Jordan, and I guess his mom shows up at some point, and it cuts to a dude with a mustache wearing his
Yeah,
mom's
it's like what is
dress.
that? Stunt
I'm like,
double Q,
that's
right?
my mom. I'm
Yeah,
like, no, it's not. What are you
yeah.
talking
So
about?
they can have fun with that with Liam Neeson. I think and that would be hilarious. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Turn it into a joke, have fun with it. So, and that kind of movie you can do that. So I hope he does more. With that in mind, right? Like, hey, we can have some fun with this. I don't have to do these ridiculous stunts, right? I don't have to be a be an action guy, right? I can pretend to be one, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so yeah,
This is the clip right here.
Beating him, convincing me. Equally deserving of credit is someone who showed him how to put it through the hoop.
Keep your eye on the rim and concentrate.
Like this. Like that?
No, like this. Like this. Like this. Like this, Michael.
Wait for it, though. Wait for it.
And now give it some razzle-dazzle.
Razzle-dazzle.
That's my mom.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That was clearly his mother. Come on.
Shut up.
But yeah. So yeah, I hope they do that. That's fine. He and because of that, he can do it as long as he can, right? Like that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Liam Neeson.
It's funny when you shared that. I was literally watching Airplane while I was working yesterday. I was at Airplane playing the background.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah. Listen, this guy, he's had a very interesting, illustrious career. He's done literally hundreds of movies, right, and TV shows. And one thing I didn't know, interesting fact, his father was a Royal Canadian Mounted Police officer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because he's from Canada, right? So yeah, I didn't like Saskatchewan, right? So fascinating. And I'm like, whoa, okay, didn't know that. His brother was a deputy prime minister of Canada, which is like, okay, so he's got some political figures in his family. Also, he was legally deaf for most of his life, which I didn't know that either. So even all the roles we've seen him in, he was probably wearing a hearing aid or something,
Wow.
Which I don't think I've ever paid. Now I want to go back and rewatch, Police Squad and all that. See,
I know, right?
Catch a hearing aid or something.
Well,
and he worked as a radio DJ before he started acting, which is pretty cool. And he was in the Air Force, so he's a.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so also his uncle, apparently a little tidbit, was a famous actor also, Gene Herschelt, and apparently he was well known, like the golden age of Hollywood or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, he admitted that he wasn't close to him, like he didn't even know him that well. They knew of each other, obviously, but he didn't spend a lot of time with him, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's kind of. He said that's part of what inspired him to get into acting, finding out about his uncle and his career and everything. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's nice. And lastly, he appeared in 46 live TV programs in 1950 alone. So that was his first year in acting, and he was getting work like crazy. So
well, I think it's important to remember that the reason why Frank Drebin's character works so well is because Leslie Nielsen was originally a serious actor.
That's right, he was. He's a dramatic actor.
He plays, So him playing everything straight is part of the comedy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, listen, comedy and drama are the two sides of acting and theater.
I mean, the two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, exactly. They go hand in hand. So it makes perfect sense.
That reminds me, one of my favorite
can be a serious actor and then transition to comedy. And a Robin Williams, for example, can start in comedy and slapstick and transition to a very serious dramatic actor, which he did over the course of his career. So it makes perfect sense. It's quite fascinating when you see it in real time, so to speak, right?
That reminds me, one of my favorite memes is you've watched Death Note, right, Dad?
Oh yeah, of course.
So some people speculate, which fictional detective can solve the light mystery the fastest, the L mystery the fastest, right? Is it a lot of people like to say Columbo because it's obvious, but somebody said Frank Drebin.
Really?
All right, Bucko, I'm taking you in for questioning, but first I'll be confiscating this edgy diary of yours as evidence. Your Death Note. All right, let me just write your name down on this first page so we know who it is. That's
hilarious. That would totally happen too.
And in just 30 seconds,
Case closed. Right?
Yeah, accidentally kills
Mystery solved.
him.
And he gives that look like of confusion. You know?
It's like, what just
Okay.
happened? Yeah. Why did this kid
That's
drive?
awesome. Yeah, I love
Somebody get this kid. He has a heart attack.
that. That's brilliant. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Just so you know, Frank Drebin could easily solve
the ultimate in detective work for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, shout out to Frank Drebin. You know, and, it's pretty awesome to know that he would have been 100. Yeah, Leslie Nielsen, the man should be goated, man, like for real.
I mean, he is. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been. Those movies have been relevant for
Forever. Yeah, since
now.
their inception. Yeah, they've never really gone out of. There was like a brief time in like the 90s where it's kind of like eye roll, like okay, you know. But yeah, it's like they're classics, and I think as time goes on, they'll just become even greater classics. Right? So,
well, I mean, that one scene with the face palm in Naked Gun 3.
Yeah,
I mean, that's been a meme for us for a long
time. Right, exactly.
Before I've even seen the movie. Yeah.
Just it's like listen, thank God for meme culture, right? Because it's helped revitalize a lot of things.
Yeah,
bring it back to the public consciousness, right? And that's one of it is Frank Drebin and Naked Gun with some great memes, right? And those movies are so memeable. It's not even there's a lot to mine there, so to speak, right?
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Like, yeah, man, that's pretty awesome that he would have been 100, and I had an incredible life. I encourage you to look him up and check out some of his old stuff too. He auditioned for Ben-Hur, not to play Ben-Hur, but to play. Forgot the name of the bad guy.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he didn't get it, but still, it's like I can see that. I mean, he is and was a great actor, and he started off doing dramatic roles, so it follows. So it's like that's pretty cool. Can you imagine him and Ben-Hur? It's like that's pretty crazy. Right? So yeah, pretty cool. So, but yeah. I wanted to pay homage to Leslie Nielsen and encourage Liam Neeson. Stick with you don't have to do any more Takens. It's okay if you retire the franchise, right? Or you pass it on to another younger guy.
I will watch a Naked Gun 2 with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I'll watch another Naked Gun. That's exactly right. It's like I could pass it on, like do another Taken, but it's like you sort of passing it on to another father, right? Like that would be kind of cool, right? Another younger dad or something, and he's experienced something similar. I don't know, like,
or just leave it alone. I guess. I mean,
or just leave it alone. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, it's fine, but do more Naked Guns. That's ultimately where I'm getting at.
Yeah.
do more Naked Guns because those are worth it. Those are great, and he did a great job. Especially someone I am a fan of the series, so I honestly believe like they nailed it. Like it felt like a Naked Gun movie, like from beginning to end, like all the gags, everything. It was awesome. Like wow, they really captured the tone and everything very well. So yeah, I hope they continue, and I hope he sticks with the franchise, and because he did great. I admit I was leery when I saw the first teaser. It was kind of like I don't know, Liam Neeson. Not that he can't be funny. I've seen him be funny before that, but it's a certain kind of funny you got to be, right. And but watching the movie, it was like he nailed it. Like it was I would even say they pushed things a little even further than they probably would have in the original movies. With some of them.
Oh really?
It was like there's a scene with the snowman.
Oh, okay. I don't want to know. I
Yo,
don't want
it's
to
like
know.
what
I
is
don't
it? It
know.
was almost another whole other movie. That's what was so it was so hilarious, man. Like, what are they doing? It's like they really went all the way, and it was like, yeah, it was good. It was, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they really took it to. Sorry about that. To another level with that scene. So, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's you're gonna be, laughing in tears, like for real.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so yeah, Liam Neeson. Yeah, don't give up. So,
That's
but
funny.
yeah, but I also wanted to bring up, you know, I guess more current day person. He's not an actor though. He's a writer, um, and he's the writer of One Piece. And apparently, um, I don't want to say his name wrong. Ichiro Oda, right? Ichiro Oda, is that right?
Eiichiro Oda.
Aichiro, or I think Oda. I think
Oda.
I always
Yeah.
just say Oda
I
because
mean,
I
yeah.
know I can't pronounce his first name correct. But he's the number one highest selling author in history to have only one series published. So he's
Really.
only published one series, and he's number one
I
highest selling.
mean, that
That's
doesn't really
pretty
surprise me.
wild. And he's number seven in the history among multi-series, though. So he's still in the top 10, right? That's pretty incredible, and I wanted to point that out. Like, say congratulations. Like, that's really amazing. And listen, I'm a fan of One Piece. I love it. It's I've been watching the anime, and it's spectacular. It really
Yeah.
is. When I first started watching it, I was a bit leery. Those first, like, I don't know, like 5 episodes or so, 10 episodes. It was like, what is happening? Like, what, like, where's this going? Because they tend to drag out a lot of things, right? They drag out these scenes, these fight scenes, these battle scenes, right? Like he fought Buggy the Clown was one of the early ones, right?
Oh yeah.
And it was like, okay. And then like there'll be these little side quests, right? Little side adventures. Then finally back to the main guy, that kind of stuff. And it was just but it never turned me off. It just kept pulling me in more because I'm like, okay, I got to see, okay, what happens next? Okay, now he's met this little puppy dog. Okay, well, what's going to happen with that, right? Like, it's like he writes in a way, and by extension, they produce the show in a way that pulls you in, and then it gives you all these little setups, and then you got to really earn the payoffs. Like, you got to go through the story, you got to pay attention to characters, so that when they pay off a lot, and they do pay it off, they pay off pretty much everything, by a few episodes later or whatever, or by the next season, right? And it's very satisfying, and I think that's why it's done so well, is because he sets up a lot of scenarios in very dramatic ways, and some of them are really, like, for example, there's one arc, where Luffy fights a Doflamingo, right? He's the big bad whatever pirate. His thing is like strings or
Oh yeah.
whatever, and obviously it's not without irony, right? The captives, as people that he enslaves, he turns them into toys. There's a person that has a devil fruit power that can turn people into toys, and one of the main characters he's a father, and and I don't think he was a king or a prince, or maybe he was a prince. I don't know, but no, he was he was a guard. He was like a captain of the guard, and he was turned into a toy soldier, right? Not only was he turned into a toy soldier, but he was turned into a toy soldier. Then he loses one of his legs, so now he only has one leg as a toy soldier. It's like it's just the most worst possible scenario, right, for for anyone, right?
Yeah.
And of course he's estranged from his not his daughter, but she's like a daughter to him, right? Whatever. So,
Mhm.
and it's a whole lot of, the mother dies, like, it's tragic. But then you go through the arc, and by the end of the arc, all these things that were, just awful, they get paid off later, right? Where there's victory, there's triumph, there's justice that's brought, right? mostly thanks to Luffy, right, and the Straw Hat Pirates, right? But
Right.
and it's just incredibly. Just imagine watching Endgame on loop and never getting tired of it, right? just having that satisfying feeling when Captain America picks up the Mjolnir, Thor,
Yeah, it's like that times 100.
yeah, it like every season, every arc, I should say, not necessarily season, but every arc is like that. Every arc is a mini end game, and that's what I think. That's why it's gone as far as it has and lasted as long as, and it picks up new, obviously new fans along the way, as older fans age out, or like listen, there's people that started the manga than the anime, and they're older than me. They're
Yeah.
they're in a geriatric situation, right? I mean, seriously, you understand? Like that's how long the
Well, I mean,
series has been going on.
that's kind of the beauty of, well, I think One Piece started in like 1999, but I mean, that's kind of the beauty of One Piece, though, is that, excuse me, is that it's incredibly character driven, and even though it introduces a lot of new characters every few arcs, um, Oda manages to find a way to like connect you to them and stuff like that. One of the arcs that sticks out to me, it's an early arc when they meet Sanji at the restaurant, and they really um, establish Sanji as someone who's like I mean, you can say this about a lot of the crew, but like he's sort of a jerk with the heart of gold. Like he's very like he seems very pretentious about cooking, but then like the way he treats customers, he's like, he always feeds people, no matter who they are and stuff like that, because mainly because of it stems from how he grew up, and his relationship with his head chef and stuff like that.
Right.
They really delve into that in a meaningful way that really endears you to Sanji's character. Sanji's one of my favorite characters for that.
Yeah, Sanji's his character arc has been interesting to say the least.
He got me, yeah.
Like the only one I didn't like was when he went to the I can't remember the name of the island with all the transvestites.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they did Sanji wrong in that one.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, they did Sanji wrong in that one, but it was funny though. I give it was funny. But I was like, nah, they can't do Sanji like that. But,
Wow.
but yeah, it's like there's a lot there's something for everyone, and it's just very good storytelling. So congratulations to Oda, and I wish him all the best. Like of course, there's a live action version on Netflix now, and a lot of people liked it. I haven't watched it because I don't want to hate it, and I'm still watching the anime.
Well, here's the thing: it's like if you're watching the anime, you really don't need to watch
Yeah,
the
I don't
live
see the
action
point.
one, because the
Yeah.
whole point of the live action one is to get non-anime fans interested in the series.
Right, and that's fine if you're not an anime person or a manga person, but you're just interested because it's popular and you're like, it looks interesting. Maybe and then you see the live action and it pulls you in and you enjoy it. More power to you. I mean, that's fine. It's this they're just trying to like in the minds of a lot of people in Hollywood and a lot of people in general, live action is a step up, right?
It's really not,
I disagree. I disagree.
especially with One Piece. One Piece works because of how bombastic the world looks. And
Yeah,
how
yeah,
just
and
over the
you
top
you
everything
get that very well conveyed in the anime. They do. He
Yeah.
does a very good job of conveying that, and live action can do it too. I'm not saying it can't. I just feel like you lose something with live action because you're trying to ground something that isn't grounded. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to ground
Well, it
something
doesn't need to be.
that yeah, and it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't need to be. So I don't see the point. It's like it's one thing to make Superman, real, I guess, right? Live action, and quite another to do, like Wizard of Oz, right? They did it, and it was cool. It's one of my favorite movies, but it would have been great if they just animated it. In my opinion, I would love to see it animated. Right? I would love to see. And they do have animated adventures, Return to Oz and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm someone that's like, to me, animation is a step up. It's like it's because it gives you more, in my opinion, it gives you more freedom. Nowadays because of CGI and VFX, it's almost like it's kind of even, right? Whatever you can do in animation, you can probably convey it in live action just as well, right? And vice versa, obviously. So, you know, it's kind of a wash, but still, being an animation fan, animation lover, I'd rather see it animated. I'd rather see, I'd rather they reanimate One Piece, which they're doing actually. They are
Yeah, they are. It's kind of
reanimating,
nuts.
than to see it translated to live action, because I just don't see the point. Like, because then you get caught up in casting, like, oh, who's playing who and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, well, what does it matter, right? Like when you're a voice actor, you're giving a character a voice, right? And it's like it's a different type of acting that, to me, in many ways is superior, because you're relying on voice and inflection and all those things to act, to convey character and purpose and different things. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that. But yeah, but congratulations to him. I hope he has a great deal with Netflix, meaning I hope they're paying him a ton of money, to license his IP. So,
Well, I'm sure they're paying Toei a lot of money. I don't know.
well, I know that's my point. Because well, I don't know. Is
Yeah,
Toei
but
even involved?
Wait, what?
Is the Toei company even involved?
Yeah, they own One Piece.
Do they?
They have the rights to One Piece. Yeah,
Even for the series?
yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that's kind of surprises me. Okay.
So
Especially in the US, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
that's the thing. It's
that's nice.
things. I think things are a little different in Japan. So
Yeah, the
because
way
like
the way the industry operates is very different. It's not. That's why it's like a lot of these creators, they're not as successful as their IP might become. That doesn't mean they're successful, meaning
like
financially.
what's it called? Uh, Hirohiko Araki. Like JoJo, I think, yeah. Shonen Jump and stuff owns the rights to JoJo, but also Araki has his own company called Lucky Land, and Lucky Land runs all the JoJo stuff. So
Oh, really?
I know Araki's earned a lot of money because he started his own company to like run deals with JoJo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So I don't know, but I don't know if everybody is doing the same thing.
yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so at all. That's what I'm saying. It's
Because
not.
Araki's stuff is in. He also, he does drawings for other people and stuff like that. Like he did work for like Gucci, and his stuff is in the Louvre. I think he's the only manga artist where their artwork is
Yeah,
in the
that's
Louvre.
right. Yeah,
So that's kind of nuts. But yeah, he does also do artwork for other series as well
right, right. Yeah.
outside of like manga.
What's that?
Outside of manga, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm Araki.
Yeah, it's not as straightforward as what we see over here, like with George R. R. Martin, and he's got billions of dollars, not billions, but millions of dollars to license his books, and he didn't finish the series, right? Or J.K. Rowling for Harry Potter, like she's getting millions, royalties, that kind of stuff. So, you know, you know, but in Japan, I'm not sure if it's that straightforward. You know, yeah, and honestly, I don't think it is. So, but yeah, it's yeah, unfortunate. So, but I wish him
But
all
we'll
the
see.
best.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I just hope he's getting what he deserves for his original IP. You know,
Yeah.
so and I think that's what's important. So I hope he is. Um, and I think it's a definitely reflection of what's to come with others. Um, you know, I mean, don't be surprised if eventually JoJo is adapted into a live action something.
I
You know,
mean, they tried that already. Part
I
four.
mean, I'm talking about in the West. I mean, through Netflix or some other.
I
I
hope,
know Japan has
I
already done a lot of
pray
live action stuff,
that
like
never
Alchemist
happens.
and all that. So, yeah, I hope it doesn't either. So I haven't even seen like the Full Metal Alchemist live action. I haven't bothered watching.
Why? You don't need to. Yeah, I know. They already did it
I
with
don't. I
part
haven't
four.
bothered. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me. So
It's like, no.
yeah, yeah.
Please stop.
I don't see the point. So yeah, it's kind of weird to me to want to adapt animation to live action, but whatever. But speaking of animation, I also wanted to give a shout out to today's about shout outs, but I
All
wanted to
right.
give a shout out to the Line Animation. And if you're not familiar with the Line Animation Studio, they're based in London. They do a lot of really cool, awesome animation. They've done stuff for Disney, Marvel, and what's the video game companies like not World of Warcraft, but why can't I think of their name? They're based right out here too. Man, help me out.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a video game company.
Oh, what do they
Um,
do?
I'm trying to think. Man,
I know.
right?
They made a. Didn't they work on Red Line and stuff like that? And
No, they didn't work on Redline.
I could have.
No, they haven't worked on. It's man, I don't know. I don't know why I can't think of the name of the game studio, but they've done a lot of work for this game studio. Um,
I know they
and
did a Mighty Grand Baton.
yes, Mighty Grand Piton. That's a trailer they worked on
Yeah.
um, a few years back, um, but they've done a lot of mainstream where you've probably seen it for various. I did they do something for Overwatch? They may
I know
have.
they
I'm not
did
sure.
stuff for League of Legends.
That's it. League of Legends. That's what I was trying to think of. League of Legends. Yes.
Oh,
And that's what's this? That's the studio. The game company is Blizzard, right?
yeah, Blizzard.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Blizzard. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
Blizzard.
that.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Well, technically, I think League of Legends is Riot Games, but yeah, it's right.
Oh, Riot Games. That's it. You're right. Riot Games. Yeah, but they've done stuff for Blizzard too. But in any case, and they've done some.
They've done stuff for everybody. Nickelodeon,
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. They've done some stuff.
Doritos,
Yeah,
BT.
so they've done a lot of work, and now in the last couple of years, they've kind of ventured off on their own, and they've decided to start working on their own IP, their own original stuff. And Mighty Grand Piton is one of those that they're developing, which is my favorite so far. I love it. And but they also did a few others, and I encourage you to check out their channel. This is just one of them. Buzz Chickens and the Hype Heads. It's supposed to be a indie miniseries, and it looks really fun. Animations fun, like they just do really fun, cool, very kinetic animation, right? Like it's high energy. Um, so,
Reminds me of like
well,
classic Adult Swim animation.
what's that?
I said it reminds me of it reminds me of like classic Adult Swim. It has
Yeah,
a
the first thing I thought
Aqua
of.
Team Hunger
Um,
Force kind of vibe.
Actually, I was thinking Rocco's Modern Life. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. Like,
Oh,
you know
okay.
that show Rocco's Modern Life. I think that was that Nickelodeon or was that Cartoon
That was
Network?
Nickelodeon, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what had that feel to me. This trailer, but they've done a lot of other stuff, and check them out and support them. Um, because I try to whenever I can because I just really love their work. It's just beautiful. And they did a lot of commercials for Nissan, Acura. Like promoting
Oh, really?
yeah, like their racing and all this stuff. Yeah, a ton of stuff. And this was the one that's notorious. Let me find it. Um,
Oh,
it's kind of hilarious because if you especially if you love Ninja Turtles, you know where I'm going. Oh, okay, you don't know. Let me show
no.
you. It's
I
hilarious.
don't know if I want to see it now.
No, it's really cool. That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh, okay.
it's a beautiful
When you say it's notorious.
hat tip. Just
Oh, okay.
it's notorious because when people first saw it, they thought it was real,
Oh, okay.
and only to find out that it was not.
Are you talking about the fake animation? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, this was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And this is the breakdowns. I couldn't find the trailer yet, but it's like people saw this, way back when. They're like, "Oh, is this a new show coming out?" And then others, and this is what's funny. Others saw it and thought, "Oh, I remember that show. Yeah, I used to watch that on Saturday mornings."
Well, because it looks like every Saturday morning cartoon ever all
Yeah,
at once. Like this
but
is
it's
not
like
like it's
that's
not just
how.
Ninja Turtles. This is like Samurai Pizza
Yeah,
Cats,
it is exactly.
SWAT
Street
Cats.
Sharks, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this just
yeah.
looks like everything.
Has Thundercat feelings.
Yeah.
Definitely homage to Thundercats with they got like a tank or whatever. And so yeah, it's like this is the line, man. And I'm like, these
Yeah,
guys
this
need to
was
be
old.
called out.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
cool though.
this is
It's
like,
cool.
yeah, this is 3 years ago. See, they got the little tank,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, like they're hitting all the notes. They're hitting all the right notes right here. Like you want to see that. They got the sword. So I just thought, yeah, and so they did this whole thing, and it was a
Topic
good
Ninja.
collection, and they put it out there, and a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people thought it was real, a real show, and none of that. A lot of people thought, oh yeah, I remember that show,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, bro, it never existed. It's not a real show, But that's how good it was. That's how solid it was, right? And so that's to me, I found that incredibly impressive, you know. And it's like hat tip to these guys. I love what they're doing. It's like that's my kind of vibe right there. So check them out. They got a channel on YouTube. Um, but yeah, they just have beautiful animation, just beautiful stuff. And if you love animation and appreciate great animation, check them out. See, they even got some Ninja Turtle stuff here.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I love that.
That was
So
awesome.
yeah, check them out, man. Like uh, the line animation. It's on YouTube, and they're on X and all that. So follow them, like, share, and support their projects, man. Like they're always posting on Instagram too. And actually, they communicate a lot on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, check them out. Um, yeah, the line, man. It's one of my favorites. I always try to plug them because I really like what they're doing. So, and as long as they keep doing what they're doing, I'm gonna be a fan. So one day they'll be working on our stuff. So we'll see.
Nah.
So yeah, Mecha Missionary. It's definitely. I wouldn't even say it's a parody. It's more of a tribute to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Uh, if TMNT, Thundercats, Street Sharks had a baby, it would be that, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of the point. So I hope one day they'll get the funding and make turn into at least do a pilot episode, right? Or maybe a season. That would be amazing, right? I mean, that's the irony with some of this stuff. You see Netflix and Disney, and they're all scrambling for content, right? And it's like then you get places, these guys like the Line, It's just a handful of guys. It's not like there's some big company, you know.
Yeah.
They're doing this beautiful, cutting edge animation, very creative concepts, and nothing, crickets. You know what I mean. Like they should be throwing money at these guys to make the next big thing because they have the chops to do it. So but in an ideal world, at least, so it's unfortunate.
I mean, it's their
Obviously
loss.
they get work. They're paying the bills, but it's like, yeah, I want to see them do their own stuff, man, because it looks amazing. So they have great ideas, you know. But yeah, the line animation, check them out. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to cover for this morning. You have something. Um, I mean, okay,
I
Spider
mean,
Noir,
you
right?
said what?
Spider Noir. Have you seen the trailer?
Oh, I have not seen it. I'll be honest. I don't really care about Spider-Man anymore. It's not like
I'll never not like Spider Man.
it's not about not liking Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man, but um, like nothing. There's nothing that's come out that's made me like, yeah, this is why I'm a Spider-Man fan. It's like everything's just
Yeah,
kind of
that's fair. I mean, I haven't seen anything in a long time. Like some of the stuff with Tom Holland has been fine. It's been fun, but it's more like member berry stuff, right?
yeah,
The last one, the Spider Verse one or whatever.
right. But nobody
Uh,
wants that for Tom Holland. Everyone wants it because they knew
yeah,
they
I agree. Yeah.
Tommy
And
McGuire.
so in the comics, a lot of I don't even care
I don't even want to talk about the comics right now. I don't even,
because it's they're doing Peter Parker dirty. So, uh, but we got Spider Noir. The trailer dropped this week with Nicolas Cage of all people. Now he voiced the same character in
yeah, I
the
know.
Into the
So
Spider-Verse
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
movie, and yeah, the voice is great. So they decided, I guess, hey, you up for a live action version? And I guess he's like, sure, guys, right?
I mean,
Um,
Nicolas Cage will literally do anything, so that doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't
yeah,
surprise
I mean, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I haven't seen it, but let's check it out.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Well, then start from the beginning.
Ticks. Thoughts. Impulses. I manage to suppress them most of the time.
What's going on, Ben?
Wait, what the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
What do you think? Don't hold back.
Yeah,
Calm down. Calm down. Come on, calm
I
down.
barely said anything. I mean, yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it's Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
That's the
basically.
that's the thing. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. I mean, it's It looks like every other trailer that I've seen for everything ever. It's got the generic. Action movie trailer music. It's got Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage. That's the thing. That's how he always acts. Like that's just Nicolas Cage. So that doesn't really sell me on the character. That's just because it's just Nicolas Cage. But
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I don't see it's
I don't know.
different
Maybe if
for
they would have
sure.
played into the 1950s moreness a bit more instead of it making it a that's the thing. It's like these trailers nowadays suck so much because like I don't know, they do the bare minimum. It's like yeah, just make some quick cuts, throw in some generic, you know, what was that movie? Because this is that movie's fault. Inception. Throw in some Inception sound effects, and then call it a day. And it's true because Inception started that whole that type of like sound that you hear in movie trailers nowadays.
Well,
And
what started, but yeah, I know what you mean.
but I mean that's kind of when it started. But
No, it precedes that for sure. But yeah,
I don't
it
know.
definitely
But
became.
my point is that it doesn't really sell me like if this is Spider Noir, then make it look like a noir. Make it look noir. It doesn't
Well,
just
that's
because
the thing.
something's in black and white doesn't make it a noir thing.
Well, no, it's not because it's black and white. It's this staging, the character blocking, shots like this, especially
I mean, it
for
looks cool.
yeah, like this is great lighting. That's very noir.
I don't know, but where's the music?
This is in what do you call it? This not only is noir, but it's also very who am I trying to think of?
What Citizen Kane?
Well, sure, but no.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking.
The guy that wrote Thulu, I always
Oh, okay.
Lovecraft, very Lovecraftian, like
Oh,
has
okay.
that feel to it, right? With the spider, I don't know if is it a shadow or is it like a close up. I guess
Well,
it's a dramatic
it
shadow.
looks like it's in a jar. I mean,
Oh, it's in Lawrence
that's some cool
See, it's
shot.
so ambiguous. Like that's a great shot. So it
Yeah, it
definitely
looks
nailed the
cool.
noir aspect. You even got the private investigator office, like because he's a PI, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it looks noir. Um, I think they should own the noir
But
instead of
that's what I'm saying.
doing color version, right? That's a little annoying. When I saw that at the end here,
Well,
right? Do it in true color. It's like why? It's Spider Noir.
yeah. I mean,
Like, why
that
does it
doesn't really
not
bother
that
me.
noir can't
Give
be
me the option, but
one of the staples of noir is that it's black and white, right?
yeah.
That's one of the tropes. So just lean. I agree. Lean into that for sure.
I'm just saying, like,
This is a
I don't know.
crazy show, especially seeing it as this sort of noir aesthetic. It's kind of hard to capture noir when there's a guy swinging around on a web,
That's true.
in a
I
trench
mean,
coat.
I don't know. I'm
It's
just
like
saying, I'm not completely like it.
it's a
My
daytime.
point. Listen, you asked me for my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. I'm
Right.
not completely sold on.
I'm just saying, but it is noir. I'm just saying,
Well, I
yeah,
don't think
every
so.
shot isn't
It
100%.
didn't go. It didn't go noir enough. So
Well, fair enough. Like I said, this shot for sure is not necessarily noir, right?
I'm not
Because
just talking
it's a
about the
day shot.
Spider-Man. I'm not just talking about it because it's Spider-Man. It's just I don't know. It
No, I
just
know. I'm
doesn't.
saying every shot isn't like there's a lot of daytime shots. Is what I'm saying. And generally speaking, noir you expect to have it to be more like in the evenings and at nights, that type of thing. Even like more modern, like LA Confidential. A lot of stuff happened at night, right, in the evenings.
I mean,
So it's fun. I think it. Looking at it just film wise, it looks great. Um, I do feel that's what's his name, Mahershala Ali, right? Is that him or is that somebody else?
that's someone else. I thought that was him too.
It kind of
but
looks
no,
like him.
someone else.
And then
I
she
know
looks
I recognize him, but that's someone else.
yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it. It doesn't move me one way or another.
Because
It's
it didn't go all the way. I keep telling you that's why it's
not
not
enough.
noir enough.
And this is a series, so it's not a movie. It's not coming out in theaters. I guess I don't know. I'll be willing to check it out,
I don't care.
especially since it's on Amazon, right? Yeah, it's on Prime, so it's not even a Disney thing, which is fine. That gives me a little bit of hope. And she looks familiar too. I don't recognize her though.
I don't recognize her.
Like I can't place her. So you sure that's not Mahershala Ali? It looks a lot like him. Maybe because he looks
No,
familiar, but he's somebody else, obviously.
it's somebody else.
But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I
We'll
just
see.
don't.
I'm open to it. You know.
I just
Um,
don't care. Maybe I'm just. I don't know. Maybe I'm just Marvel fatigued. I don't know. But it's just no. I'm not
this
gonna
is.
gaslight myself
I
into liking this. It's I don't. I just don't care.
thought it's okay.
Like it's not. It doesn't look terrible, but I just don't
It doesn't.
care.
My biggest criticism right now is that it's Nicolas Cage.
Well, no, I mean Nicholas.
It's
Like I said, Nicholas Cage was the voice in that, so I understand why they
not.
did it.
I don't mean it has to be literally Nicolas Cage.
I'm sure
Just
he'll do a
because
good
like,
job.
it's not like he's a quintessential. It's just one time that he voiced his character. Like it's not Kevin Conroy, right?
I
Like
guess.
who voiced Batman for 100 seasons. Did several iterations, right? And then he goes live action as Batman. That would be different, right? You'll be like, "Yo, this is awesome," right? Because he's become the voice of Batman. But Nicolas Cage did it one time in one movie. It's kind of like, but all of a sudden he's the quintessential Spider Noir. Why? I don't know. I mean, it was great though. His voice, it felt fitting. I give him that. I'm not saying that, but this doesn't make any sense to cast him as the lead role versus seeking a younger actor, who can, you know, probably nail the part a little bit better. I don't know, and not be Nicolas Cage in a trench coat. You understand?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Like versus someone who actually is going to read the comics, get into the character, psyche, all that
Mhm.
good stuff. So that's all. It's kind of like, yeah, okay. But we'll see. I'm willing to give it a shot because it's not Disney Plus, so so that's promising, I guess. But yeah, I wanted to check that out. I almost forgot. So that dropped. There's a ton of other stuff. Like there's stuff going on with video games with High Guard, Starfleet. Academy is. It just gets worse and worse as people go through the season. Um,
Why are we still talking about Starfleet Academy?
because it's like watching the Hindenburg. You can't just look away.
But the Hindenburg happened within a few seconds.
It did, but it lasted a lifetime, right? It's something we've never forgotten. That's what Starfleet Academy is right now. It's that bad. It's like so horrifically terrible. And
Didn't they cancel? I thought they canceled it already.
I believe they did. I think they canceled the second season.
The
So
second season. Okay.
yeah, but the first season is already dropped. They dropped the whole season. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so so it gets worse. Certain shows you can say, well, that first episode was terrible, but it got better, right? Or the first episode was great and then it got worse. In this case, it was bad start to finish. Like it's just terrible. It doesn't have any redeeming qualities about it. And it's like the more I find out, because I've only watched that one episode. I haven't bothered going. It just doesn't make sense. It's just terrible. And the more I hear about it and read about it, it's like, yeah. And it's not just like YouTubers, it's the industry itself is acknowledging like, yeah, this show's not great. Right? Like even on IMDb rating, it's like 4.3. You know, I'm sure Rotten Tomatoes is probably just as bad. Um, yeah, and yes, it's being called woke because it is. It is woke. It's the worst kind, right? What's the term? Go woke, go broke. That's that's what's happening here in real time. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Uh, but then in the same vein, you have High Guard video game, right? And apparently it's about as bad,
Oh, are you talking about the shooter?
huh?
You talking about the shooter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's like
there's been a few games like that. I mean, the running joke is that it's Concord 2, because it's made by the same people,
yeah, that's
and
what I've been saying. Yeah,
that's not even the latest. That's not even the latest game to get clowned on. Because recently, you know about Horizon Zero Dawn? Not
yeah,
Horizon. Yeah. Um, so there was a game like trailer that dropped for a game called Horizon Hunters Gathering. I don't know if you ever saw the trailer for that. And this all happened during the PlayStation State of Play. They did a whole conference, whatever. You said no.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to show it, but um, I mean, a big part of what sells a game is cool looking characters, and I just want to ask you: do any of these characters look cool to you? So can you see the trailer? So far the
Yeah,
world looks cool. You've got robot dinosaurs. You've got all this cool technology, and then at some point we're introduced to the actual characters. Do you want to play as that guy?
oh, it's got an awesome beard.
I mean, sure, the beard looks all right.
He got a
Looks
mohawk.
kind of like
He
a
looks a bit out of shape. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know
He looks
why.
like a warrior type of person.
Yeah.
And it's
What
like
about what
more.
about him?
Got a dope. It's got kind of a dope looking fro.
This is.
It looks.
I'll
It
be
looks a
honest.
bit
This
contemporary. Like is this supposed to be like a fantasy adventure type?
yeah, it's a fan. I mean, obviously it's a fantasy world, but
I'm just saying the way he's looking. Even the first guy, they can look a little too modern, contemporary. Like they don't look like they.
that's just a consequence of it being made by uh, these types of game developers. But I mean, everybody looks like they're from L.A. or Seattle.
Yeah,
I'll tell you now. This is the coolest character you're going to see, in my opinion.
hey, it looks pretty fierce. I mean,
This is the only character I actually like. Oh, here we go. What about her?
she's a bit rotund.
That
I guess she's
her
a heavy.
that her head doesn't fit on her body.
Well, not only that, but she has like red hair or something.
Like, this doesn't look like a human being.
Well,
This,
I get. I mean, I don't have a problem with if this is supposed to be like a heavy, like
I
a
know, but that's
muscle.
not the problem.
But
But she's
I'm
not
just
muscular. She's just
yeah, she's just kind of fat. Like she's just big, fat and round. And it looks like she had one leg. Did she have one leg?
yes, and she has one leg.
so she's also handicapped because it didn't look like the leg was like an apparatus or something. Like
No, she just has a peg
like
leg.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just there. It's not a device or something, some kind of melee weapon. Yeah, they don't look like they belong in this game.
That's my point. That's my
Right there,
point.
like you got an old guy, which it's fine. Maybe he's like the sage of the group. I don't know.
But that would you like think
Yeah,
about because you've played Overwatch, you've played Team Fortress. Do
yeah.
any of these characters look as cool as what you played in Overwatch or Team Fortress?
Uh, like I said, the only one that looks cool is the dude with the fro.
Yeah,
They're the
I
coolest.
agree. That's it. That's so they got one.
The girls, I
Everybody
don't know,
else,
they look kind of. They looked like I said. They look kind of modern. Like they don't like they had like dyed hair and it
yeah,
doesn't.
they don't. They look like they don't belong to the game. On top of that, they don't. None of them look cool. The game just because they're not making the game to appeal to the average gamer. They're making it to appeal to. I mean, we always say there's an audience that doesn't exist. So this
I mean,
is Concord.
honestly, right. This is Concord. No, this is Horizon.
I know that's the joke there. It's Concord 3.
Yeah, but I'm
The
saying this is
same. It's the
Horizon.
same
It's but
mentality.
it's like but it's a different game. It's like these characters aren't for this game. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. They're
No, I agree.
for another game.
I mean, they don't look
is
like
this
they
even,
belong anywhere.
is this even the same style like from the first
No,
game?
it's not. No, it's not.
I was gonna say it looks different, right? Because this looks more like they're trying to do a kind of an Overwatch or Fortnite.
They are. It is. It's basically a spinoff. They're trying to make an Overwatch type of spinoff for Horizon Zero.
Oh, it's a spinoff. Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's fine if you're gonna change. If it's a spinoff, then you're gonna change the visual style.
Right, but nobody likes it. That's the problem because it doesn't look like the original series, and it looks generic, and it doesn't look cool.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
you're not gonna lie to me
That's
and tell me that these characters don't look cooler than the ones in, or you're not gonna tell me that these characters look just as cool as the characters in Overwatch, or
no, yeah,
even
Overwatch,
Team Fortress 2.
especially the first gen characters, look really awesome.
Yeah,
like designs. Yeah,
you're just not. That's just not gonna happen. So, I mean, it's dead on arrival. What can you really say? But you know, the devs and this same thing for Highguard. They did the same thing. They're blaming the audience instead of self-reflecting. I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, what can you really say except they're going to learn the hard way? And it's funny because a lot of people are complaining that the game industry is they're complaining about people getting laid off in the game industry and it's hard to get a job. It's because you keep putting out stuff that doesn't make money. So
Yeah.
you're shooting yourself in the foot, and you're instead of actually trying to make games that appeal to the average gamer, you're gonna blame the average gamer, or you're gonna blame AI, or you're gonna blame whatever. And you're digging your own grave at this point. So I don't feel any sympathy. Most people don't feel any sympathy for these games not getting backlash because they did it to themselves. And I just want to remind everybody who is in the know that these these people who are in the industry are the same people who made fun of blue collar workers for losing their jobs when that was a big deal in the early 2000s. They're like, oh, well, just learn the code, da da da. Do this, do that, and now, the tables have turned, right?
yeah. I mean, that's the sad irony, right?
So I don't really care if their jobs get replaced with AI because these people don't share any sympathy for your average person. I'm serious. They really don't. Like if you pay attention to what they tweet online and how they talk about, average people with average jobs, whatever. These people don't care. They're working a luxury job. Like let's face it, making video games is a luxury career.
Yes, it is. It is. Making doing anything
You
in the
don't,
arts is
yeah,
is a is a luxury.
yeah.
Whether it's
So but they're
video
treating,
games or movies,
yeah,
TV show. Yeah, you're right.
but they're
It is.
they're getting frustrated and outraged because they're losing a job that is a luxury. The world will survive without video games and movies or whatever. People could
This is
make
true.
their own art. We've done
Now,
so for years.
now more than ever.
Yeah, now more than ever.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not essential. So be grateful and make the solution is to A, be grateful, and B, make the things that your audience likes and you will keep your job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a novel
But
idea. Yeah.
but because you keep talking down to people and lecturing people through your quote unquote art, and people no longer have sympathy for you. And it's your own fault. It's your own fault. So yeah, I don't care. And most people feel the same way. So, it is what it is. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's the reality. So,
Nah, you just mean, bro.
well, you know what? It's hereditary. Anyways,
I believe. Touche,
but
man. Touche.
but yeah. But you want to know what game developers you should be supporting? The people who worked on the indie people who are working on Sonic fan games, because one of the greatest Sonic fan games just dropped last weekend. Sonic Mega Mix. So back, and I know you don't know, but
I
back in
don't.
high school there was a game called Sonic Mega Mix, and it was a hack of Sonic One, and it was very influential. Um, and the people who worked on this hack would go on to work on Sonic Mania. I don't know if you know about Sonic Mania, Dad.
I've heard of it.
Okay, so it's an official Sonic game that was spearheaded by fans. It was made spearheaded by two fans in particular, Stealth and Christian Whitehead. Christian Whitehead used to make Sonic fan games, and Stealth was the leader of this Sonic Megamix project. And so a lot of ideas from his hack made into Sonic Mania. And it's considered one of the best. It's considered the best 2D Sonic game ever made. It is the best 2D Sonic game ever made. But somebody is now remaking that hack. Well, they remade the fan game in the Sonic Mania engine, and that's how we got Sonic Mega Mix Mania. So it all came full circle like 20 years later. And as someone who used to play this a lot in high school, yeah, this was like a dream come true. I can't even. I'm speechless. I can only show you what it looks like in real time. Hold on a second, because yeah, it's a great game. Like it feels like an official game, and I'm not gonna pretend like this isn't 2006 anymore. Sonic games have definitely gotten better,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just feel vindicated playing this game because it's like this is everything that I've ever wanted in a Sonic game.
Yeah, that's what it's
Come on,
about.
Cletus.
Yeah, when Technical difficulties.
Nope, not anymore. Hello? Is that Markiplier? I forgot. There's a lot of
Oh.
memes in here too. For some, I guess the developers are big fans of Markiplier. Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear it. No. I can see it.
Oh, let me know if you guys can hear the volume or not. But yeah. So this is a pretty big game. It's got essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Essentially got like I think 12 levels in total, or 12 zones in total. Because they not only did they remake the original Sega Genesis game, but they also created new levels as well. And what's cool about this game is that it's essentially a combination of uh, classic Sonic and modern Sonic. So he's got the homing attack and uh, stuff like that, and he's got the light speed dash. Now, I don't know if you remember that, but Sonic. I'm pretty sure Sonic was like the first game I ever played ever. Because my cousin, if you remember Dejan, he had a Sega Genesis and he had a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, your first game? Maybe. Yeah. That would make
Well,
sense.
this was before I got you
The
guys got me
64.
the N64. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. Yeah, Sonic games were a whole new level when I first saw them on the what was it? The handheld Sega.
Oh, the Game Gear.
Yeah, that was
I'll be
wild.
honest. I did not like Sonic 2 on the Game Gear. It was hard.
And it just it was hard. It was very hard, but it was fun. It was like I was like Game Boy, what? That sucker looked awesome and it played so nicely. But
Well, that's true. It was also in color in defense of
yeah,
the Game
it
Gear.
was in color. Yeah, exactly. Then not long after we got the Game Boy Color, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, that was funny times, man. Really interesting times.
And then that's just Sonic. There's also modern characters as well. Hold on a second.
I'll be right back.
No worries. All right, this is my favorite one. Yeah, it's really cool to see this come into fruition because for the longest time, the most recent version of Sonic Megamix was like an unfinished build for the Sonic CD, or excuse me, the Sega CD, and that was the 4.0 version. And the 4.0 version was cool, but um, it didn't look like this. The one thing that I'm a little upset they got rid of is the insta curl, which basically just allows you to curl into a ball after hitting a spring, because it made for some really cool speedrunning stuff. They also changed up Shadow's moveset a lot. Before he had a homing attack as well as a double jump, and he could boost at the cost of rings. But here he's got like this air dash and stuff like that. But he's still pretty fun to play as. Come on. And of course, there's other characters too. There's Mighty, Tails, and Knuckles. And I believe they added Amy as well. Ah!
Are you playing?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
You still can't hear it?
I cannot hear it.
You might need to fix the volume. You guys in the chat, let me know if you could hear it or not hear it. Because the sound is on. But
I may need to mess with the settings or something.
no worries. But I was just saying, this game is like kind of like 20 years old, and and for the longest time, the latest version of this game was kind of unfinished. So to see it fully playable is it's awesome.
Yeah, it looks
It's
awesome.
not much. But yeah, it looks like a real Sonic game. And it, what sucks, and I hate doing. People don't like it when you compare the official games with fan games. But listen, it's like the answers make better games. Like, and I get, because here's the thing: I get that you know the official game devs, they have to deal with crunches and deadlines and stuff like that. I get all that. Making games is hard. Like, this was made on people's free time, but at the same time, you know, if you have the right vision, you could make something cool, right? It's
Yeah,
the
if you're willing to put in the time and the work. But the Afrocentric jukebox says no audio, so you can't hear it either.
That's so weird.
Sure, you're not on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. I wonder why the audio is not working.
Yeah, that's weird. So it must be in-game settings.
Well, the audio works on my end.
Oh, so you can hear it on your end.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just turned it up.
that's strange. I don't know. I can't explain that.
Look, if you want to hear the awesome music, all I can say is go play the game yourself. It's great. This is my new favorite Sonic game, and 2D Sonic game. But yeah, it's a blast, and
Yeah, maybe
it's got a
I'll
lot of cool surprises.
play it next week too, along with the N60. What is it, Mario 64? We can play both next week. What do
Well,
you
when we
think?
fix the sound, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do some testing and everything.
Yeah, go
And
play Sonic Mega Mix.
yes, you did miss Eiichiro Oda talk. Yeah, we were just giving him props for being the number one artist, number one writer uh, in the world currently. So, and he's ranked number 7 among writers with multiple works. So he's only written one work, which is One Piece, and it's number one uh,
That's
among
pretty crazy.
writers with only one work, and he's
I
number
mean, all it
7
really
among
takes is one
writers
book,
with
right?
multiple. Yeah, but I'm just saying it's impressive because he hasn't written, like, generally, writers will have a body of work before they finally get like a big hit like that,
That's
right?
true. That's
And
true.
that's the thing. This is his first and only work that we know of, and here we are, right? And that's incredible. It really is incredible. So yeah, we talked about him already at the beginning of the show, and yeah, just giving him his props, man, because it's like very impressive, and to see not only the series, the anime series, um, and its success with the IP, but now he has to deal with Netflix, and they're doing the live action, and it's like that's pretty cool. Um, oh, he said he worked on. Sorry, he worked on multiple one shots, but as an art. Oh, I see. Yeah, as an artist, though, right? As a writer, though, it's like I think this is his first work, right? His first published work. So, unless I'm mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. but that's how they kind of worded it. It was like it's just from one work he's number one, period, and then among writers with multiple works, he's like listed as number 7. Like so, he's in the top 10 at least of writers. So
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's incredible. So, but yeah, are you saying? Oh, okay, might be. We'll have to double check our sources, right? But I'm willing to accept.
I can't think of anything else.
I'm willing to accept
sure
that he's number one.
I mean, yeah. I'm sure he's
that's
drawn other stuff. I don't know if he's written.
Yeah, that's the question because they were billing it as. And I already closed the window to pull it back up, but as among writers with one major work. So it could be that it has to do with the type of publish. Like this was a published manga series, versus before maybe he's only done the one shots, right? There's a doc on his upbringing as a mangaka going into his. Oh, okay. We gotta check that out. Nice. Yeah, because I know there's a documentary for the one that did Attack on Titan, and that was very interesting. It covered his childhood and where he grew up, and that had a lot to do with the type of story he wrote. So it was like, oh, okay. Like so, it's yeah, you gotta look that up because I have to admit I find that fascinating because I've read about the origins of Gainax, right? Studio Gainax, and
you're talking about with Diacom and stuff like that.
Yeah. In their early works, of course, and but also the guy that did JoJo, his is very fascinating.
Oh, Araki, Hirohiko Araki.
Yeah, it's so and then Attack on Titan, it's like like it's fascinating to see their inspirations and why their work is the way it is, why it looks the way it does, why they wrote about what they wrote about. It speaks to their own individual experience. Like it's not just like something they kind of pulled out of nowhere. It's like a direct lived experience that they're referencing. Attack on Titan, the guy grew up in a village surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
Right. And he's like, what if there was beings inside those mountains? You understand that he talked about feeling trapped, because in this small town and trying to do something great, right? And how do you?
That's like that. That seems to be a common denominator with a lot of creators.
No, but I'm saying specific to Attack on Titan and the story, it's like he's pulling from his own. Do you understand? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I know what you mean. My point is that
because they're showing his village and they're showing because it's a documentary and they're showing the hills and the mountains that surround it. I just like, man, like that's a direct reference. Like it's like that's fascinating, right? That he's pulling from his own experience, his own lived experience, saying, what if those mountains was a wall instead of you understand what I'm saying? Like a wall instead of the small little town in the mountains. It's kind of like the beauty of human imagination, So that's all.
I know.
It's like
I'm just
really fascinating finding out a lot of that stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean it reminds me of. You could say the same thing about a lot of the. It reminds me of reading about how Shigeru Miyamoto drew upon a lot of his life to create Mario and Zelda and stuff like that. Like Zelda was directly inspired by him exploring like different caves and stuff in like rural Japan as like a young kid and stuff like that. Yeah. And one of the funny things was like if you remember Mario 64, the chain chomp, the big dog thing. Mm-hmm. So that was based off of an actual experience of a kid of like him getting attacked by a dog and stuff like that.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So stuff like that, or the ghosts that in Big Boo's mansion, whatever. So that was based off of I don't know if it was his wife or a coworker's wife, but apparently like she's usually very shy, but I guess she like crashed out on him at some point. Like she got really upset. And so that's why the boos are the way they are. It's like
that's funny.
They're shy, and then you turn around, and then they like jump scare you, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like little stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Such nuance, right? You know, even Miyazaki with airplanes and flight. You know,
But
it's
yeah,
like
I think
this.
his father used to design airplanes, if I
Yeah,
remember
so that,
correctly.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's fascinating. So I think that's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I'll definitely check out Oda's story and if I can find it because yeah, that'd be fascinating to find out. One Piece, man, I can only imagine. Like I can guess what some of his influences were for sure.
I mean,
I would
there's a lot of
say that,
obvious stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I would say a lot of it is definitely Western influence, like you know, Western
Yeah.
classics.
All right, Popeye, all those Max Fleischer
Yeah, yeah,
cartoons.
yeah, a
There's
lot of
also
Western.
all the
Yeah, Warner
characters that
Brothers.
are like direct references to different celebrities, both Japanese and American celebrities.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
that's pretty cool.
a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's always I always find it fascinating to learn like what inspired different people because it's kind of like solving a puzzle because like no one, you know, usually a work of art like a game, it's like it's made out of different parts of different inspirations, right? Like I think about Earthbound and like you play as a kid, you play as a kid and he meets a bunch of other kids and they go on this adventure to destroy this artifact and defeat this great evil. And it's like it's Lord of the Rings meets the Goonies meets and but there's the Blues Brothers randomly. you know? It's great. And I'm serious, you meet this band and they're essentially the Blues Brothers. They're like they're struggling to find gigs and they're broke and like you have to lend them money and stuff like that. And hey, thanks, kid. We'll drive you to the next town. And it's like And it's like, why did the Blues Brothers just drive me through this ghost tunnel? It's just a bunch of random stuff, but it's all based off of like his um the creator of Earthbound, his love for pop culture and stuff like that, especially American culture. It's crazy how much more knowledgeable of American culture these guys are than we are
Yeah,
because like there's an item in Earthbound called Casey's Bat and it's a item with a very low hit rate, but when it hits an enemy, it like one shots everything. Like it works on bosses too.
hmm.
But the reason why it's like that is because it's based off of the song "Casey at the Bat." You ever heard that
Casey.
song?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a song. It's about for those who don't know. It's about a. It's written like 1888. It was about this arrogant baseball player. His name's Casey, but he was so good that he purposely striked out twice so he could hit the final pitch. But he ends up missing it anyways because he was too cocky. And that item is based off of that song. And it's like that's such a deep. How did you know? How did you find out about that? you know,
Yeah,
how did you know that song well enough? This ballad of the
especially
Republic
being from
song.
another country, it's like,
Yeah,
but it just goes to show that even here we've been denied our own history in a lot of ways. You know,
I mean that is true.
things aren't talked about; they're not taught. You know, like the great American stories of the Old West and the Pacific Northwest. You know,
Yeah,
Davy Crockett and all that, Paul Bunyan. And you go on and
yeah,
like in Casey Jones was another. You know, it's like Babe Ruth. You know,
yeah,
we've forgotten it, but we haven't forgotten it. We haven't been taught it. It hasn't been reinforced. You know, and it's unfortunate. You know, but that's a big reason why here within our own borders they ignore it, they shun it, and they make it seem like it's lame or racist or and it discourages people from delving into it and understanding it and appreciating it, that history. And I think that's a big reason why. Just like we were talking about High Guard and Horizon Zero Dawn and how they're marketing to an imaginary audience, right?
yeah.
And it's like that's part of it though, is rewriting history and even just ignoring history. You know what I mean? Like why aren't they making games that infuse much of this same stuff from American Western history, right? Like we're seeing in Japanese IP, right? We're looking at Japanese IP and seeing references to Western history.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Why are we referencing our own history?
Because we've been trained not to be proud of it. That's why.
Well, that's part of it, yeah. But it's also because we don't know it. We don't know a lot of it. We forgot.
Right, but we don't know it because people purposely.
Yeah, they suppress it. That's what I'm saying.
Because we've been taught not to like
it.
America.
Yeah. So we don't pursue it. We don't bother thinking about it. We don't bother, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's tragic and it's sad.
Like a lot of the American history I learned wasn't from school. It was from just going to the library or you getting me books to read outside of school, like the book of like 100 Innovators, whatever.
Oh, they made
They made America, or those. You had a collection of like golden comic books.
Oh
like different black
heroes,
like
that.
Black heroes, yeah.
The
one I like was the one with the cowboys because
that's right. The Buffalo Soldiers,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's all right there, but like you said, we're taught to hate our history and to not appreciate it, to say it's terrible and racist and evil, and just like the whole MAGA, right? Make America Great. And then you have some disingenuous people say, well, when was it great? Right? When was it great for black people? I say, well, it's been great for black people for a long time. A lot longer than you imply. You understand? But
what's really annoying is that like we ignore the fact that a lot of these people that they're referencing, right, that lived through these not so great times, were able to accomplish way more than they have in their lifetime.
That's right. They accomplished,
and they had to deal with twice the amount of tough times.
Yeah.
Right. But that sort of speaks to the American Zit guys as a whole. Right.
It does. All right. That's exactly right.
Resilience.
The resilience.
Obstacles. That's not the word I was looking for, but adversity. There we go.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. So it's you got to get back to that. I think the way to do it is by telling better stories and looking back at what was good and what was great and reinforcing it now, incorporating into what we do going forward, but that's all I have for today. You have anything else?
No, that's it. There was one trailer. I almost forgot. There was one trailer that I did want to show you because it's a new Castlevania thing, but it's an actual. It actually looks like Castlevania.
Oh, really? Is this it's a new game?
It's a new game.
Okay, I think I may have saw something like that.
Yeah, it's called Castlevania: The Belmont's Curse.
Okay.
This is it right here.
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty, by the grace of God, the King of France. So now we appeal to you, Trevor Belmont, last of House Belmont.
Nice. Not bad at all. Looks pretty cool. So it's coming out this year, apparently. I was afraid you were going to say there was another Castlevania season or series. So I'm kind of Castlevania out so far as animation, but this looks pretty dope. I like it. I love the style too. Are you there? I think you're muted.
No, I wasn't. Anyways, this was the last true game since like
So you're
2014.
just sitting there talking to yourself.
Anyways, this was the last. This is the first new game since Lords of Shadow 2, which came out in like 2014. So this is pretty cool, and it's a actual Metroidvania. So it's pretty cool. It looks pretty dope. It looks like it's somewhat based off of the TV show, or at least the first season, because this person clearly looks like they're. I think they're alluding that this is the son or daughter, or whatever, of Trevor Belmont.
Daughter? I can't tell.
I don't. I mean, they didn't.
Hear that it's a son or a daughter.
Well, I mean, they're keeping it vague. We haven't heard any voice lines.
Where have we gone? Where have this world come to? I mean, she
Look,
has a ponytail. I mean, that looks like a female.
I guess it's a girl.
That's a female. I would say that's the daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, yeah, it's you can't be too sure. I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. It might. I want to. Yeah, I think she's a girl. But
well, I hope so because that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. I see female. I'm hoping it is.
But
playing games with my mind.
It's the daughter of Trevor Belmont and what was her name? Sophia. From the TV show. They're in the games too, but
okay.
But yeah, in one of the endings of Castlevania, so because this obviously takes place after what's it called, Castlevania 3, and in one of the endings in Castlevania 3, Sifa, there we go. Trevor and Sifa get married and stuff like that. So this is probably their kid, their daughter. So which means she'll be able to use magic, and she has the vampire killer, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited for it. It looks really fun. Obviously, very Symphony of the Night coded. Yeah, this looks awesome. I hope it's really good. But yeah, this is probably the only thing.
And it's going to be on the Switch.
That's cool. Well, I'll probably get it on Steam if anything. I don't really play my Switch anymore unless I'm playing Mario Odyssey or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope it's good. I'm not familiar with the game studio, so if anybody's familiar with the game studio, Evil Empire is developing this. Let me know what they did. Hopefully, they make good games. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it from me.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for checking us out. Those watching after the live stream, thanks for watching. We appreciate your time and attention. And please go to our website, supergalacticfantastic.com, and sign up to our email list and get a free 12-page digital comic. And yeah, still working on this other comic, my AI experimental comic, and it's coming along nicely so far. So we'll see. I hope to finish it soon. And I'm working on another story and developing that as well. And I'm working with an artist on this story, and we'll be doing our crowdfund hopefully in the next, I don't know, maybe April. We'll see. I want to try and get it as close to finished as possible before we actually do the campaign. So we got a few pages done, and we're cranking away to get more done. So yeah, it's in the works. But check out the site, check out some of our characters, get an idea of who you'll be seeing in the book. And yeah, thanks for your support. And have a super galactic Saturday.
We'll see you around.